So recently, I've been absolutely blown away by Ryan Coogler's astonishing um, 2025 African American vampire film, Sinners. So basically, I've seen it three times in theaters. I just fell in love with this film, and I thought I was overreacting until I heard the Oscars experts. They think it's going to win 8 to 12 nominations for the Oscars a year from now, right? And I agree with them. It's truly phenomenal. But what they said, they were saying this is a genre film that is not performing like a genre film. Here's what they said exactly. This is being received by critics as a prestige film, not a genre film. And that's why I cannot believe what this is accomplishing and why it makes me very excited, okay? So let's get into it. So what is it doing? Right? So basically it's just an American vampire movie, right? But he has done this phenomenal job. Ryan Coogler has done this phenomenal job of putting a lot of thought into this film and putting layers and layers of social commentary in this film. And so, why is this important for every dungeon master? So, what is Dungeons and Dragons? Oh, Dungeons and Dragons is just a goblin chop game. You know, you cut some goblins in half. That's all it does. No, in on February 7th, 1974, Gary Gygax created Dungeons and Dragons and delivered the most powerful narrative engine humanity had ever seen, and delivered a tool for creating an identity stack. Right prior to February 7th, 1974, humans had one identity and they had one life, and that was it. This world was a prison, right? Uh, on the secular side, people who are sacred and actually people of faith do break this model quite literally. But Gary Gygax freed people and said you can have multiple identities, you can have multiple lives. Your heart can beat on 30 different worlds, not one, right? And what excites me is Ryan Coogler is saying a genre film can perform as a prestige film. And what I'm saying is Dungeons and Dragons isn't for cutting goblins in half in a fun narrative. It's for cutting your deficiencies in half and using it to model life and ask questions that have real risk behind them and using it to accomplish, right? We can use Dungeons and Dragons for something that other people say it cannot be used for. We can do prestige things with something that everyone else says is simply a genre element.